Hello?
Hello, Mr. Gold.
Yeah.
Hi, you the urban landlord.
Blacks are starting to be brutally honest about how sorry and how lazy their underclass is, and they're realizing that these people are a hindrance to their further growth economically. And here is an example of a rapper, a guy that used to sell drugs, and I want you to pay attention to what he says about black people. This is Ralo, a former rapper.
You said that you would rather hire Mexicans because niggas are lazy. Is that how true? Like, is that you trolling or is that something that you really live by?
I just think God created certain people for certain shit. And Mexicans, can't nobody outwork them in my opinion. When it come to that, they come in that motherfucker and they just get the drilling and shit like that. We want to take a break. We want to chill. We want to go see our girlfriend. These niggas got their nephew, nieces, girlfriend, grandchildren, everybody in one house. They all coming to work.
Yeah, niggas are lazy though. Like, to keep it a buck though.
I disagree. FBA.
Again, this is Ralo, and the man who's narrating, he can disagree all he like, but Ralo apparently is in the position to make decisions on who he hires, and the Mexican reputation clearly has made an impression upon him, so he's going to be more likely to hire the Mexicans and their grandchildren and nieces and aunts and everyone else, as he just so described. And this is an issue that I've been highlighting on the channel. When I had the thousands of bottles of urine that were left behind by the African tenant, I couldn't find any black men to do it. They weren't employed. Why wouldn't they do it? They wouldn't do it. You saw me go to the liquor stores and all the other places where the idle black men hang out, and they were refusing work. And I was able to go to Home Depot, pick up some Hispanic people, and they didn't bat an eye in terms of doing manual labor. And so it's not just me saying these things, and the blacks who criticize me are going to have to take it up with people like Ralo, who are also echoing the same sentiment.
That you would rather hire Mexicans because niggas are lazy. Is that how true? Like, is that you trolling or is that something that you really live by?
I just think God created certain people for certain shit. And Mexicans, can't nobody outwork them in my opinion. When it come to that, they come in that motherfucker and they just get the drilling and shit like that. We want to take a break. We want to chill. We want to go see our girlfriend. These niggas got their nephew, nieces, girlfriend.
And that is the big issue right there. A lot of times with the young black men, when they do find work, there's so many other distractions, dysfunction going on in their life, chaos. Their girlfriends, their mamas, their friends, family, people begging them for money. Then they end up begging for money, payday loans from their jobs. You've heard all of these things on the channel. And they just are not a desirable workforce relative to the Hispanics down at the bottom as it relates to manual labor. And again, I put that up for effect that Ralo, one of the things he mentioned that causes a big problem, particularly as it relates to housing, is the girlfriends of these young black men. They can't keep their mind focused on work because the girlfriend typically is causing them so many issues in their personal life that boils over into their work life. Once again, I am Jungle, the urban landlord. Thank you for watching.
You know what, Jungle? I gotta hand it to you. This is Vip Raw and Real, so I give you that. There's people who are online that make money off of interviewing people out of hardships, and they are possibly white people. So if John Galt gonna do it and he gonna get monetized, why not? Why we can't make money off of our own traumatic things that we go through?